Okay, hi everyone, welcome back. And in this update, we are going to check out Cardano's price chart. And if you remember, the previous time that we talked about ADA, I think we were right around this area. And the idea was there's actually a decent chance that this move down is going to continue a little bit more. And were we actually on this chart, or maybe this one from crypto.com? No, we were actually on Coinbase's chart. There we go. So in the previous video, we talked about the concept of having an ABC in form of a zigzag structure, which the subways for it are going to be like this. Excuse me. Okay. 5 down into a correction for wave B, maybe ABC, maybe WXY, and yet another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave down into wave C. And I think we said that this move on the upside, this initial move, can be an optimistic sign. However, it's not actually an impulse. Why? Because in any kind of 5 wave, wave 3 is simply not allowed to be the smallest wave. And also your best shot at finding a 5 wave in here is if you say this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which in it, unfortunately, your wave 3 is the smallest wave. This was the main reason for why back then we said in Cardano, odds are whatever move on the upside that we are going to have is just going to be a correction structure. And after it's over, what are we going to have? Maybe another move down. And I still stand by what I said. I do think that from the highest side, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave down. Now I'm going to argue that probably this was a WXY in form of a double zigzag into our wave B. And what is going on right now? You see, we are allowed to in here consider different possibilities. One scenario that I do think might be in play is this. This can be a strong initial move down into wave 1, followed by probably an ABC zigzag into wave 2, and then we may have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave down into a larger degree wave 3 correction for 4, another move down into wave 5. And at that point, I'm really hoping that the subwaves for this beautiful looking zigzag is going to be complete, and we are going to get from these areas a decent move on the upside. Also, in terms of classic technical analysis, meaning support and resistances, excuse me, let's go back on our own chart. I think it was here from Kraken. There we go. You see, we are sort of kind of back under this level, but I don't really think this is going to be like an absolute outright break. No, I think this might be just simply some playing around with the levels, and you can also not say that this is like an absolute break of the resistance area. So what is it that I'm trying to say? There is a chance that in Cardano, after like having another move down, we might be getting a move up, sure, but then you may see some more consolidation patterns. And at that point, people who really love classic patterns are going to argue, you know what, maybe this is a triangle structure. And do not get me wrong, even in terms of Elliott waves, there's actually a decent argument to be made for this whole move to be an ABCDE, which means after this pattern is over, what are we going to have? Probably and hopefully yet another very strong move on the upside. Now, why do I say we're going to get another move up? Let's go back once more on this chart from Coinbase. There we go. See, I'm thinking probably from here in Cardano about, let's say, 50 cents. We are having 5 up into 1 correction for wave 2, and this is maybe like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave on the upside into this wave 3. And the current move down that I'm really hoping is going to be in form of a zigzag is just going to be into our wave 4. And what's next? Another move up into wave 5. And there's this thing called extension. You see, extension in Elliott wave suggests between wave 1, 3, and 5. In most cases, between wave 3 and 5, one wave is going to get massively extended. And in the crypto market, sometimes extensions do actually happen into wave 5. So if you want to be like really optimistic in Cardano, you can actually say after this is over, we're going to have like a very strong move up. I don't know, maybe like almost a 100% move. I think that can actually happen. But let's just not simply get ahead of ourselves. Let's just take every single thing step by step and see where are we going to go next. And according to that strategy in the short term, please count on yet another move down. And if it doesn't happen, great, we're going to be bullish with a bit more confidence. And if it is going to happen on the other hand, you're not really going to be surprised at all. What you want to see after this short-term move down is a rather strong move up in form of a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 without a lot of overlapping of the waves in order to take this unbelievably important high about, let's say, 80, 5.5 cents. Why is this important? Because if we do take this high, at that point, finding a 5 wave from here to about this point is going to be very challenging, further confirming that we are having an ABC zigzag and our move up is simply not over yet. And I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in Cardano. And until the next update, I hope you have a wonderful time. Goodbye.